Hey guys, it's Lindsay. Welcome to Mama Shmoo's Homeschool Reviews, where I share all things about homeschool here on my channel. If you guys are new to my channel and you've never visited my channel before, welcome. I am a homeschool mom to two kids. I have a son in kindergarten, he's 5 years old, and then I have a daughter in second grade who just turned 7. And so we've been homeschooling for about 4 years since my daughter was a little one, and I have been enjoying it so far, and we've been having lots of great memories that we've been making. And it is hard. There's lots of hard times and there's lots of fun times. And today in this video, I'm going to just really share with you guys my heart and what we're going to be planning on for the next year to come, and some homeschool changes that we have made, and what things are working for our family. So I like watching these videos a lot. I like to see what others are doing and get some inspiration. So I hope this is a helpful video for you guys. I am also doing this video in collaboration with my friends from Chips and Salsa. They're two women that are best friends and they homeschool a lot together, which is so awesome. Also, Tanya from Project Happy Home is joining the collaboration as well, and she is doing a video on her homeschool update and the reevaluation of her year and what's been going on and everything like that. So I will link those videos down below for you guys. After you guys watch my video, you can go check them out. So I'm gonna get right into it. I'm gonna share with you guys what's been going on. It's been a while. I have not done an updated video homeschool update for you guys in a while. I apologize about that. We've been sick. We've had, the holiday season come upon us. We're trying to sell our home, and I told you guys about that. So if you're new to my channel, that's what's been going on. Right now, we are doing our morning basket in the morning and focusing on our basic like math and language arts. I want to just touch base with you guys on the homeschool change that I made a few months ago, which is changing the Good and the Beautiful language arts from my second grader to master books. And we have still been enjoying master books, but we have made another change. We changed levels from 2 to 3. We used level 2 for quite some time. About 3 weeks ago, I got this. I just was thinking, why am I going through this book and pulling out all the pages that are good for her? Some of them were so easy, so I just skipped those pages, and then I don't know why I didn't do this before. I should have just gotten the level 3 instead of 2. But when I did my research, I really thought that level 2 was where she was at. But she was telling me it was really easy, and we were doing more than one page, which definitely tells you that it's super easy. So level 3 is more at her level, and I'm really happy that we changed and we went up a level. So she still does more than one lesson each day. I feel like these lessons are a little shorter than when we use the Good and the Beautiful. So sometimes she'll do 2 lessons a day, and sometimes she'll do 3. And then if it's a harder lesson, she'll just do 1. But typically she does like 2 lessons a day, which is fine for me. What I really like about this book is that they have on the 4th day of each week a copywork verse that they copy from a Bible that you get with the curriculum. You have to purchase it on your own. And it's really nice. I'll show you an example of what she did. Psalm 139:14, and she wrote it the way they had it. And then she drew a picture of what she saw in the Bible. And then she wrote the caption underneath the picture in here. And that's what they do for every 4 days of the week, which might not fall on every 4th day for her because we do a couple lessons at a time. For the other 2 days, day 2 and 3, they learn grammar and punctuation. So they have simple worksheets that goes over the rules and everything. Day 1, they have like a reading comprehension, story or picture study or a poem or a psalm. And then day 5, they focus on spelling and vocabulary. So there's lots of things that is pulled all in together with this book. It's not as long of a lesson as the Good and the Beautiful, but I like that because my daughter was a little stressed out with using the Good and the Beautiful. Even though I liked it a lot, it was just a little too much for her at the time. We might change it up again and go back to it, but right now we're using master books because it's working out for her. We're also supplementing with Explode the Code 5. She uses the spelling words in here for her 5th day here in this workbook. So when they have the little spelling quiz, if you want to call it, I will use the words from Explode the Code 5 for her. I would say that the words here are a little bit more on her level. She learns a lot of vocabulary and spelling and phonics mastery. She loves this. Like my son and my daughter, if they can choose their favorite thing to do for homeschool, it would be Explode the Code. They love it so much. They also do the Good and the Beautiful handwriting. So she's doing the Good and the Beautiful handwriting right now, and she has level 2. Just like this, I would say she should have gone a level ahead because she's not doing a lot of copy work sentences. It's more of like words or letters, and I think she definitely is not supposed to be doing tracing as much anymore. I think she should be doing more copy work. So next time I look into handwriting when she finishes it, I will try to look into something that is more of like copy work. For my son who's in kindergarten, he is 5 years old, and he does the reading lesson book, and we are on the 5th chapter so far. In each chapter there's 20 lessons. My son is on chapter 5 and he's doing really good. I feel like we're progressing in this more in the past few months than we were in the summer and at the beginning of the school year. He's learning how to read, which is really, really fun. It's so cool to teach my kids how to read. I did not realize that he was going to be reading at this point, and so it's just neat to see him read. It just brings a huge smile to my face. I don't know, I get so like into it. And then he is doing Explode the Code 1.5. There are lots of halves of these books, like they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It goes all the way up. But he went through Explode the Code 1 really fast, and he's only in kindergarten. So I didn't want to like have him do Explode the Code 2 because I think that's probably advanced for him. So I decided to stick with going to 1.5 because he's going through it rather quickly and he loves it. And it teaches him spelling and phonics review and reinforcement. And I love it. Like, I just think it's so good. So this is kind of like what a page looks like. If your kids are going through them rather quickly, but they're not at that point to go to the next like level, there's half books. So it worked out really great. He's liking it. We just started with it and he likes it a lot. And then after we're done with this, then we'll do 2. He's also doing the Good and the Beautiful handwriting, which is really simple. He just traces and then he writes the words and the letters, and then he colors if he feels like coloring down below. And that's working out great. So those are the 3 components that we use for language arts curriculum. For my daughter's math curriculum, she primarily uses BJU Math 2. There's lots of new concepts she's learning, lots of things that she's reviewing. We are incorporating this new book that I've had for a while called Sylvan Learning Super Math Success. And this book I got on thriftbooks.com for like $5. You could get it on Amazon. I'm sure it's not that expensive, but they have lots of great colorful pages learning about math, critical thinking, and measuring and money. And they have lots of like coding where you like do the answers and you get A, and then you make a sentence out of all the letters that you have and you put them together. And they also have like lots of really like fun games in here, and it's super colorful, like I said. So she has been wanting to do this more, and I've been taking out some pages for her to do on the days that maybe she doesn't want to do her lesson. So it's okay. It doesn't bother me that we're going slowly through a curriculum like this. It doesn't bother me that we're not going through it fast and completing it by a certain time. I just want her to have fun with math. I want her to enjoy it. When I was a kid, when I did math, when I got frustrated, I know how it is. It's like you just want to give up. So when she wants to like give up on something and she gets a little bored or she just doesn't want to do it, we like to supplement with stuff like this, or we also use Evan Moore Daily Math Book. Whenever there's something that we can incorporate, like a critical thinking book or something else other than like her curriculum, like the BJU, we try to do that so it could be more fun for her. So that is what we're doing for math. Like I said, we're going to be completing BJU for sure, and then reevaluating at some point, probably in April or May, like what I want to choose for her for next year, for her 3rd grade year. I really do want to do teaching textbooks. I've heard lots of good things about it. Really reasonable price, and then my son can use it as well. And I'll still probably do some workbooks for that. That is something that I'm considering for her 3rd grade year, because I feel like with her math, she's pretty on level as far as her grade level goes, because she is a young 2nd grader. So I would say that would work out probably really well. I know I've heard with teaching textbooks that 3rd grade level kind of is like 2nd grade. We might use it maybe a little bit before the summertime to see if it even works and do a trial period. So that's how we are doing it on math. And as far as my son's kindergarten math, he is using Bob Jones University math as well for K-5. With him, I think he is a little ahead of his grade level, so it's relatively easy for him, and I'm noticing we're just breezing through the book. So once he is done with that, we will try to do like a short book with grade 1, maybe using a Kumon book or Evan Moore book and seeing how it goes, and like kind of trying to figure out where he's at, because I don't want to get ahead of where he's at or be behind. I want to try to make sure he's learning what he needs to learn for a good foundation. So he will be doing grade 1 probably in a few months once he's done with his K-5 book. So that is what they're doing as far as their individual subjects. For their group subjects like science and history, we're still using the Story of the World. We finished it up about a month ago, so we're done with volume 1. And so we're going to continue on volume 2 if I feel like that's what I want to do. I'm on the fence about it, so if you guys have any recommendations about history, curriculums, or things that you guys enjoy, let me know. I really take history a little lightly in these grades because I feel like I want them to have a good foundation with math and language. So history to me is not as important as it would be in the later grades. I have some biography books that I want to read to them, and I might want to make a unit study for them, like a small one that we might do for a couple weeks. So that's where I'm at. I'm just putting history on hold until the new year, and then I'll decide from there if I want to purchase the volume 2 or if I want to do my own unit study. So we'll see. Biographies sound really good. I think I might start off with that as I'm talking to you guys, because it seems like it'd be something nice to read and get into a specific person and time period and really research and learn about that person, because that's a really fun way to learn about history. So I might do that as I'm talking to you guys. And so the other subjects that we do together is science, and we haven't been doing our unit studies on science since our last unit study, which was plants, and that was at the beginning of fall. So we finished up with that, had a great time. We did a really simple unit study, and that is how I do our science mostly. But we've been blessed with a really cool co-op group this year, and we have been doing the STEM science, and it was like a musical STEM program that they got certificates for, and we made lots of amazing instruments, and it was a lot of experiments and a lot of just testing things out and hands-on. So I'm so excited that we have such a special group this year, and they're learning a lot. So I am really happy about that. The only other thing that we've been learning that has been extra is Latin at our co-op. My daughter's been wanting to learn it, so they have a class on that. So she's been learning little bits and pieces, which is good because it's like the original root of all of our vocabulary that we use, and it's really similar to Spanish. So she's been doing that, and we've also been doing a co-op class where they are writing about certain subjects every week, and then they present it to the class and they read out loud. So that's a really good way for them to do presentations, and I really enjoy that a lot. In our morning basket, we do like our Bible, which I do every day, and poetry, and then we always try to add one element from our electives like art, Spanish, or music. So we have lots of really good books that we've been using. We've been liking our music little picture book. We also have an orchestra book that is not really working out so well this year. I'm just going to put it on hold. I know eventually we'll want to study composers, but it's not something that I'm interested in teaching them right now, and they're really not interested in it. So we're just going to put it to the side and just listen to the beautiful music. We are also using Spanish workbook from Carson DeLosa. We really like that. We really haven't learned tons of Spanish because I feel like the Spanish that I want to learn is conversational, and my husband speaks fluent Spanish, and I always have this like discussion here on YouTube where I share with you guys like I would like to do more, but I can't because I don't speak Spanish. But so we're just sticking with the Carson DeLosa workbook. We tried Rosetta Stone online, and I don't know if it's because I am not intentionally like going on the computer and doing it with the kids, but we have not really done it as much as I thought we would. Maybe I'll try to do it when she's in 3rd grade and she can do it on her own. So that might work out better when she's a little older. So we're just sticking to the basics with Spanish this year again, like I did last year, and that's how it's working out. If my husband wants to teach Spanish in the household, then he could do it, and that might work out a little bit better. I'm excited about the new year coming. It's like a new school year coming up. So I'm going to try to have some fun activities for the kids, start the new year fresh like I do at the beginning of the school year. So that will be really fun, and I can't wait till our vacation starts to be with our family. If I don't see you guys again before Christmas or Hanukkah, I wish you guys the happiest holidays during these times, and I hope you guys have a lot of great memories with your friends and your family, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.